Guess what? We have another call. Welcome to the wonderful world of CSI. I'm still helping Griffin with the caseloads, and I need you to head out to the computer game trade show at the Steers Convention Center. We have another possible homicide. Nick Stokes will be your partner. You like Nick. Everybody does. But behind that easygoing, low-key charm of his, you'll find one of the best crime scene investigators anywhere.
Hey, I'm Nick. You into video games? Hope you like the shooting ones, because that's what we've got here. Nick took 3 hits, 2 in the torso, 1 between the eyes. Also, it's uncommonly warm in here. Feels like around 90 degrees. Not normal for a showroom floor with electronics. So, let's see what we can learn. I've heard of life imitating art, but this is taking it a little too far. It can't be a coincidence that our Vic's body was found in the same posture as the guy on the poster. You know, I'll play just about any kind of video game, but I think I'll pass on this sucker. I see enough carnage on the job. Hey, you got gamer's eyes yourself. A stray bullet could have a lot to say to us about exactly what went down here. Yep, the ID confirms this is Stan Everston. I'm not a medical examiner, but this looks like a handgun shot at close range. You should check for gunshot residue to be sure, but I'll bet you already knew that. From now on, I'll put any GSR samples we recover in a place where we can both access it. M4 assault rifle. You can do a lot of killing with this baby, but unless you're well trained with it, it's not exactly a good close-range defensive weapon. Here we have an empty mag and chamber, and no GSR, so this puppy hasn't barked in a while. Also, its barrel has been modified. It couldn't fire real bullets if it wanted to. Sweet. The blood pool under the victim is smudged, indicating the body was dragged to this spot, probably posed. This needs attention ASAP. Let's use the mobile analysis unit. Looks like this area is clean. Way to be thorough. Looks like a display case for weapons. Heavy-duty weapons. I bet these were all used in the game somehow. .45 automatic. This could be our murder weapon. Someone could have shot our Vic to place the gun back in the display. Funky characters. Kinda doubt you'd find these two walking around inside some ultraviolet game. Wonder how this t-shirt was ripped.
I have no idea. All I can say is Stan was like this when I found him. All shot up. Bloody. Oh. Nolan. Yeah, he's my boss. He was my boss. That's Stan Everson, the executive producer of our company, LVP. We're a gaming company, as you probably figured out. This is the demo room for the trade show attendees. We're showing our new game, Gut Wrench 3. Marketing Director is the title. But the truth is, I'm kind of a jack of all trades. I put it all together, from packaging inputs to rolling this out to retailers and the public. You wear a lot of hats in the gaming industry. Well, last night, we set the booth up together. Or anyway, until I got burned out and was past the point of productivity. I bailed around 10:30. I should have gone back to my hotel and into the jacuzzi and then bed. But hey, one of the perks of doing a trade show in Vegas is Vegas, right? Lots of big parties hosted by the game companies. By the time I got back to the hotel, oh God, it must have been way after midnight. Maybe, let me think, 2:15? Sure, Andy Penmore, the lead programmer. Well, the video game industry is inherently unusual, so that's a tougher one than it sounds. The ego, the testosterone in this little demo chamber. Could have sliced it and sold it for bacon. Stan didn't like to argue with Andy. Andy's too smart, got a wit and edge that'll cut you. Which is why Stan takes it out on me, usually. I mean, took it out on me. Maybe in the room he and Stan are sharing? Say that we're sharing. Damn, this is going to be hard to get used to. Stan is, like, really gone, isn't it? It's going to take some time to process that. But, yeah, you should try his hotel room. We're here to showcase Gut Wrench 3. You come to these trade shows hoping to generate some major buzz in the gaming press. A game is a product. Like a candy bar you want to convince customers to take a bite out of. Actually, it's more than that. You want them to crave that candy, right? So we're showing retailers what we've come up with in a setting where they can get lost in the game. I spent 6 months on the pre-hype, and with a top-selling established game franchise, hey, the next Gut Wrench is the most anticipated title in years. Gut Wrench 3 is going to change the face of first-person shooters forever. The new dynamic incapacitation system and improved spatter physics has taken this franchise to a level of realism that was impossible when Gut Wrench 1 launched. We're the best first-person shooter on the market. No, we're a few weeks away. The truth is, we already have commitments from most of the retailers here. Our primary goal now is to generate buzz, to encourage buyers to up their orders. The trouble is, we still have critical bugs to fix. And with Stan gone, who knows if we'll make the launch date. I have no idea. It's not supposed to be this hot. Maybe somebody played with our AC setting. Not one of ours. Our ex-designer was wearing a shirt like that yesterday. Hey, I don't do wardrobe. I'm marketing. No idea. Craig Landers. Used to work with us. Brilliant guy. He created the Fuzzy and Bill franchise for LGT. He's a little odd, but it's not really unusual for those creative types. You don't get into this business because you're normal. Honestly, I have no idea. He left before I was hired. No clue. If I had to guess, I'd say he's probably down on the show floor trying to score free t-shirts or pictures with the booth babes. Sure, I know that'll help rule me out as a suspect.
We'd like to do a gunshot residue test as well. It's standard in all gun-related investigations.
Sure.
Okay, let's try a bullet from the 45. This will give us a striation sample. The 45 appears unmodified. It has 3 bullets in its clip. I processed the GSR from the 45's hammer. There's an anomaly though. The 45 has 2 different variations of gunshot residue. One matches the 45, but the second is from some other bullet. I ran the serial number through Firearms Registration Database, and the computer tells us this isn't a gun club gun. It was owned and registered to our victim. And look, Iowa had her hands on the 1.4 assault rifle. GSR from the Vic matches the residue on Maya's hands. For Stan being a hands-on boss, our marketing gal got around too. Right on the floor is Everston, suggesting he was shot inside that demo room.
Sure, I'll send a team right out. I would put it between 1 and 2:30 a.m. Normally a body cools at 1 to 1.5 degrees Fahrenheit per hour, but the officer at the scene reported the air conditioning was off all night. This throws off the standard computation. With 3 shots to the body, blood loss collected from the floor is consistent. Your victim was very likely shot at that site. Glancing at the body, I figured the shots to the chest were probably fatal. One penetrated the right lung and bounced around, filling the lungs with blood, suffocating the victim. Only that wasn't the case here. Not much blood in the lungs. The shot to the head was fatal. Once it entered, the brain shut down and immediately stopped all body function. Note the scattered nature of the gunpowder specks surrounding the entry wound. Some burned, some not, indicating the shot to the forehead was fired 12 to 16 inches away. Here are the rounds from the chest cavity. They're 22 LR cartridges based on the 2.5 gram average weight. Could be either. Obviously a 22 rifle or pistol uses the same ammunition. 2 very different angles of entry. 2 straight on, relatively, in the chest, but the forehead shot indicates an upward angle. Since you found the bullet in the wall slightly above the victim's chest, this tells us our Vic had fallen before the fatal headshot was dispatched. This is recent bruising within an hour or 2 of death, revealing a clear knuckled outline of a strange pattern, a ring perhaps. These marks are insect bites, or more precisely stings. The tox screen isn't back, but these could be the work of a wasp. He was lucky to avoid infection, if indeed any murder victim can be called lucky. With fresh clotting like this, the man got stung within the last 48 hours.
I've been pulling double shifts due to the workload, but I was able to get this one. Stan Everston. No priors, much less convictions. Pretty well off. At least enough so to live in Beverly Hills, CA. Wife's been at home all week with their newborn son.
The late Mr. Everston was executive producer of LZP Entertainment. He's worked for several big companies in the game biz, worked on several high-profile titles, but he has a rep for pushing people to new heights, and sometimes pushing them too far. Finding enemies won't be a taxing task. Let me just check the computer. Okay, Mr. Everston is sharing a room with Andy Penmore. Next door is the gunslinging Ms. Maya Wynn. All checked in yesterday afternoon, Sphere Hotel. They have a very angry lady who likes to hold guns. And she also has GSR in her hands that matches the GSR on the Vic? Yeah, let's bring her at the question.